I am seeing a story making the rounds on the internet today where police have arrested a man that robbed a store with an NES Zapper. And I was like, you know what? I got to talk about this. If there's one thing that I have appreciation for in life, it's stupid criminals. Ones that have no ounce of intelligence inside their brains, that for whatever reason they think they're going to get away with what they're doing. I can appreciate smart ones, like mob bosses and stuff that have it down. But a guy who essentially uses a toy gun to rob a store and has no backup plan or anything like that gets caught very quickly by police. You just gotta laugh. This is what makes you laugh the most in life. And as a gamer, as somebody that appreciates retro gaming and stuff, when you see the words NES Zapper, you immediately harken back to the days of Duck Hunt and all that. And there's just absolutely no way that a NES Zapper could successfully help you with robbing a store. Well, we're going to take a look at this story right here because it is making its rounds today. And I was like, all right, I'll bite. I will bite and take a look at this article that says a vintage light gun was confused with a deadly weapon when a suspected robber held up a convenience store. Now, let me say this right here. If at any time that you see somebody that has something that is a weapon or looks like a weapon, or they might possibly be brandishing a weapon, often at times, live to fight another day. If you're a convenience store clerk, if you're working at a grocery store, a gas station, anything, if you're being held up at what you think is gunpoint, sure, okay, live to fight another day, give them money, your life is not worth risking it. But just thinking about a zapper being used just is so hilarious. So enough of this rambling, Eric. Oh, Eric, get to the fucking point. Yeah, because we all know people that use the internet have no attention span. They can't sit here and listen to somebody talk. So this happened in South Carolina, according to this article, which I will be there in a couple of weeks for Southeast Game Exchange. This claims that a 25-year-old attempted to rob a convenience store. And according to WBTV, David Joseph Dalesandro, that's the name of the individual, is accused of entering a Kwik Stop in Sharon, South Carolina while wearing a wig, a mask, and a hoodie. He then brandished the Zapper, which is a toy made for the Nintendo Entertainment System in the mid-1980s, and demanded money. The clerk handed over roughly $300 before they allegedly left the scene. So only $300 is a fucking huge crime. As armed robbery, is that charge worth $300? I don't know about that. If I'm going to rob anything, I'm going to make bank out of it. I'm going to get thousands and thousands of dollars, at least more than what my freaking charge would be if I was to get caught. Now, in all fairness, this article does say the Zapper was painted black. And the handle, this was one of the original 85 models. The handle was still gray. So even though it does have an orange trigger, if at first initial impression, if somebody's waving it and stuff like that and it's black and gray, you're going to think, oh, it could be a weapon. Now, we're going to take a look at the York County Sheriff's Office page because I guess they have like a civic announcement update page right here. We have a mugshot of the individual. They are a blue-haired / purple-haired individual. We all know what we think about those people on the channel. You guys are the unhinged lunatics. So, of course, it's somebody that has colored hair. Now, this says all the details of it. It even shows times and stuff like that. So, this happened on May 30th at 5:45 p.m. So, in the middle of the fucking day, this dude thought it would be something to do reasonably with a mask, a wig, and a hoodie. So they said they showed the fake gun in the waistband of their pants and then demanded money from the cash register, which again, approximately $300 was taken from the clerk. They were quickly apprehended after they presented the gun on York Street. So deputies located the individual in the parking lot of Dollar General down the street, so he didn't get far. Deputies found the duck hunt pistol in his pants, and he was arrested and booked into the detention center. Here's what his zapper looks like. I mean, if they're waving it and you're caught, in the middle of a whole situation, you just show the waistband. Maybe, you might, in the heat of the moment, be scared enough to be like, here's the money. Especially if you're like an older individual. Like, who knows how old the clerk was? Who knows if they even know what a zapper looks like? Me, hindsight's 2020. Us people that commentate on stuff, we know it all, right? So I would possibly be like, oh, I could easily tell that's a zapper. But if you try to rob the wrong convenience store, this guy's lucky he's still alive, actually, to be completely fucking honest. You try to rob the wrong convenience store and you threaten and you don't pull your gun out and you just have it in your waistband, that convenience store clerk might have no questions asked, pull out their own gun and fucking shoot you. So this guy is lucky that didn't happen, because I've seen it. I've seen armed security guards. There's an infamous video I've seen where some two kids try to rob a convenience store and they have like a fake gun or something, and the armed guard comes in through the door, shoots one guy, shoots another, and then reaches over the counter and still shoots the guys like 2 more times each and lets them sit there and bleed. It's a fucking badass, like, Samuel L. Jackson moment, by the way. You got to watch that clip. That could have happened to this individual. If the clerk had been armed and ready, or if there was an armed guard, that individual could have gotten shot for fucking around and finding out, to be completely honest. So here's their mugshot. Oh, my God. 25-year-old individual. Guys, pro tip. The easiest thing to do when you're taking a mugshot, and I'm not speaking from experience, you do not want to try to smile. You do not want to try to have any kind of reaction to the flash. They purposely make the flash really fucking bright so that your eyes or your face or your mouth reacts to it so they can get a terrible mugshot. The trick that you have to do with a mugshot is that you do not open your eyes until the flash happens. So if you're sitting there and you're waiting, close your eyes, look straight, and as soon as you hear that flash, open your eyes, and you'll have a legit mugshot. Not from experience. I have no criminal record. But if not, you're either going to be flinching and you're going to look angry, or you're going to be flinching and you're going to look really fucking drunk. So, yeah, this individual arrested for using an NES Zapper. And they said they didn't get far. They got him at the Dollar General. The Zapper was found stuffed in his pants. Is that a Zapper, or are you happy to see me, young man? So 25 years old, possibly getting jail time maybe out of this, unless he has a decent lawyer. I don't know. Again, NES Zapper is what caught my attention to this, because I for one couldn't imagine seeing a Zapper and being like, oh, that's a real weapon. But again, we don't know the clerk. Now, I do know that back in the day, I think like in 88, the federal toy gun law made Nintendo switch it to a Zapper that's orange in order to avoid confusion with actual firearms, so that kids don't go outside and have it and playing and they get shot by people. There are still gray versions out there. I have a gray and an orange version. And this ain't the first time, actually, that a Zapper was used in a robbery. There's actually a story where back in 2019, there was a man that robbed a bank in Mexico using it. So, yeah, not the first or the last time that we're going to see an individual use a Zapper. So make sure if you're getting robbed, guys, take care of yourself. And it's not always going to be a Zapper. Just protect yourself and live to fight another day. And criminals, if you're using a Zapper, good luck.